And we are live and welcome to Tea and Conversation. Yes, welcome to Tea and Conversation, everyone. Listen, I have an amazing guest with me today here on Tea and Conversation Live, and she is definitely no stranger to tea and conversation, period, that has been going on in our city for 21 years this month, 21 years this month, bringing awareness to our community, community issues, community conversations, just a broad space for conversation, good dialogue with good people. And this morning I have on with me my beautiful sister, the Madam President, Yvette Lewis of the Hillsborough County NAACP. Welcome, Yvette.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. You're looking so beautiful this morning. Good to see you. Just so beautiful. Just glowing. Look at you glow, girl. I love it. I love it. Listen, I know you have a lot going on with the Hillsborough County NAACP, and you've been the president for how many years now?
9 years.
For 9 years. And one of the busiest branches, if not the busiest branch in Hillsborough County, not Hillsborough County, in the South. One of the
Hmm.
busiest in the South, and just always doing and being in our community, the most active in the South, always doing and being um, I mean events that go on throughout the year, the people organizing, the meetings, which let me say, I look at the website and I look at all the social media platforms that you all have, and it stay full with information, activities that you guys have going on. It just never stops. And I want to applaud you on all of the things that you do in our community and making our branch, the Hillsborough County NAACP, so active and informed. First of all, I definitely want to say that. I know we have the Freedom Fund dinner coming up, and I know that is one of your pride and joys. And I know you all. I mean, listen, I call you once or twice a week, and we chit chat. And doing this time coming up into October, I know I may not be able to get you on the phone because you're gonna be so busy with this Freedom Fund dinner. Tell us a little bit about the the Freedom Fund dinner, the guest that you have speaking, which is a special guest. You were the first to ever bring a woman, which was last year, to
Hmm.
speak, of which I commend that as well. And again, this year you are bringing an amazing speaker. Give us a little bit about the Freedom Fund dinner. Why is it important? What is the reasoning for having it and bringing out? And also let us know how many people will be coming out, because it is amazing what you do and what you bring to the table and to the community.
Well, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. So, our Freedom Fund dinner is our biggest fundraiser of the year. And really, honestly, it's probably like our main and only fundraiser that we have of the year. So, and, and, um, and what those proceeds go, it's 100%. It goes back into the community.
Hmm.
It doesn't go. It doesn't go for anybody's salary. We don't have no paid staff. Um, we are a complete 100%
Hmm.
volunteer organization where nobody gets paid.
Hmm.
Nobody gets paid. So, um, but it goes for our services and how we can help this community move forward with advocacy, um, with whatever the calls that come through our
Hmm.
office. And so that's what those proceeds go for. Our youth, helping our kids. Um, right now, we're in the process of getting our IXO kids ready for competition. So
Mhm.
all of that, you know, because when we call on a lawyer, we may get a lawyer to say, "Hey, we'll take it for pro bono," but every now and then we'll run into one that we say, you know, we may have to say, "Here's something to get it started," and once we do that, and then we can just get that case started and try to help out as, like I say, as much as we can. You know, it goes for supplies. We have to keep this office open and running.
Mhm.
Um, the air, all of that, the phone system, and so that's what those proceeds go for, and we have it once a year. So um, I purposely keep the price low because I do not want to outprice the community. You know, so I was talking with someone the other day. They was like, "Hey, you know, our branch. I'm not going to say where, but it's in Florida. We charge $200 for our tickets." I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?"
Wow.
No. So, you know, our tickets last year were 125.
Mhm.
This year, it painfully, I had to raise it to 145, and
145.
that's because of the inflation that's going on and everything like that. So,
Mhm.
so that right there, it took a hard it was a hard pill to swallow for me to say, okay, let's go ahead and take it to 145. So the tickets are 145, and like I say,
Okay.
it goes directly to service in helping the community.
Mhm. And let me ask, Madam President, the last year again was the first year that there was a female speaker, and
Yes.
I went back and listened to the video and some of the clips, and she was absolutely amazing. And why did you choose, or who chose, the committee that it was going to be a woman, and also be a woman again this year?
So one thing is that someone sat on the committee and said, "Hey, we never had a woman. We
Hmm.
need to look this way. Why not?" And I said, "Okay." So my thing is, who do we get? Who do we get? So
Hmm.
and where do we get? And we usually pick a lot of our speakers after coming back from our national convention. So um, the national convention, of course, hadn't taken place yet. So, but we knew some of the people that were there. So we put the names on the table, and
Hmm.
we came up with a couple. Some of them were busy, you know, they had scheduling conflict. And so then we came up, you know, with uh, Dr. Rosalind Brock. And so, and before I do a lot, I consulted with our national, and they said, why not go for it? And
Hmm.
it was just an amazing thing. And I mean, she told her story, a story that I didn't even know. And
Okay.
you know, and she was one of those 500 thousands that lost, black women that lost their job due to this government. So, and at the end, the room erupted. And you're talking about a room with close to 1,300 people in this room, which is
Wow.
the largest Freedom Fund dinner we have ever had.
Wow.
Um, yeah, we had completely sold out. So this room, I looked around the room, there was not a table empty. Everybody was up on their feet. She
Wow.
just really brought it
Wow.
home, and it was just amazing. And so you know, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. So I said, all right. She set the tone. I do know another young lady that we were trying to get her last year, but again, it was a scheduling conflict. So I said, well, let me reach out to her again this year, and I know she will bring fire when she speaks. So I reached out to her with between her staff and our national. We were able to get her to commit to come. So I'm excited for Reverend Siobhan Arline Bradley as our keynote speaker this year.
Mhm.
And she has been all over the news circuit, as she is um, a very active member in the Delta Sigma Theta on their
Okay.
national level. She serves on our national board. She's also a link, and
Mhm.
she is also in Jack and Jill. But her biggest title that she holds is she is the current national president and CEO of the National Council for Negro Women. So
Wow.
I am so excited to bring her here to deliver this message. And I'm going to tell y'all this, it's going to be something that you don't want to miss. So, mhm.
And let me ask you, because I know you're excited about her. What is the message that you're wanting people to get from her? Because I know, the theme is the fierce urgency of now.
Mhm. What I want people to get is that we are in a crisis. We are on fire. And we don't have time for pointing fingers at us, each other. We don't have time for backbiting, pulling people down. Um, we don't have time for the crabs in the bucket. We got to do something now. So I love the theme that we had last year, the fierce urgency of now. That is where we're carrying it for this year. And we're probably going to tweak it because our national came out with the theme, We the People, because we are the people that was written in that Constitution. When they say we the people, that's us. So, but um, our theme this year is, like I say, she's going to bring the message of where are you in this whole fight? Where are you in this struggle? Where are you when we are clamming and clawing our way to the top? Where are you? Are you hindering us with negativity, or are you going to strengthen us with positivity? And if you're not, move out the way. Go sit over there, because we don't have no time for negative, because we're in a fierce sense of urgency of now. And we're on fire, and that we got to figure out how to put this fire out. I can't hear you. Yeah.
Before we go any further, could you let us know when the Freedom Fund dinner is going to be and where?
Okay, it's October the 3rd, and tickets are on sale now. And it's going to be at the JW Marriott in Tampa, downtown Water Street. And so it starts at 6. The reception hour starts at 6, and the dinner will start at 7. And if you know our event planner, the great Jocelyn Ford, okay, listen, it's gonna start on time.
Hmm.
So I don't know if it's gonna be a rainy day. I don't know if they're gonna have a hockey team next door. All I know is y'all better get there early, because it's gonna start on time. And she is a stickler for time. She has been pulling us through this whole thing. Jocelyn has been with this branch for, I would say, probably well over 5 years, probably 6 years.
Hmm.
And so it's just going to be amazing. So um, you can visit our website for more information, and that's the NAACP Hillsborough.org. You can call us at our phones and our office hours. It's area code 813-234-8683. Also, you're on social media, follow us on social media. Look what we
Yeah.
do, see what we do. And when you see things, I encourage you to share it. When we give you information, share it, put it out there. One thing I take pride in with our social media team is that we fly above negativity. This is not a page where we're taking digs or dabs out of people. This is a page of information that we can give to the people. Our people deserve great things. Our people come from great people. Our people, our ancestors are great. And so they deserve better. And so that's where I continue to put that message out there that it's going to be positive and it's going to stay positive. And so, and that's what I enjoy doing. And so I encourage you to follow us on our social media.
Mhm.
Look what we're doing, see what we're doing, come and get involved, and come to our general membership meetings.
Mhm. And when are the general membership meetings? I know there is not a meeting in
Mhm.
July, correct?
That is correct. So our general membership meetings are every third Thursday, and they're here at our office. And the office address is 5101 North 40th Street. And so, and the meeting starts at 6:30. And guess what? We finish at 8 o'clock. So again, I don't take people's time for granted. We start at 6:30. We end at 8 o'clock. And so, and I want to thank people for coming out and being a part of it. And so we have some dynamic speakers that come through.
Yes.
We have, Bob Enriquez, who's over a property appraiser. We have Lisa
Yes.
McLean, who's over the public defender's office. We have Susie Lopez, who is over state attorney's office. We have TPD that comes through. And the people that come through, they don't send representatives.
Right.
They actually come themselves. So I promise you, when you get ready to go downtown to file a complaint or say something, you knock on these people's door, you're not going to give them. But if
Mhm.
you come to the NAACP meeting, you can
That's
have a
right.
personal one-on-one conversation with them. So
That's right.
that's one of the things that we bring. And
Mhm.
so, and if they're not speaking that day, guess what, Candy?
Mhm.
They have a representative from their office in our meeting. So if
Absolutely.
someone has an issue, let's say if someone has an issue with the police, and of course the chief of police is not there, or the captain's not there, but somebody is there, we immediately resolve that issue and have the police there because somebody is there, along with HCSO, the sheriff department.
Mhm.
We have representatives. So the state attorney's office, we have representatives there. If they're not on speaking, we have somebody there. Lisa McLean, she's been a rock star. So a lot of times she's there,
Yes.
everything. But
Mhm.
um, another thing that I like about our meetings, because the NACP is nonpartisan. We're nonpartisan, so we don't promote, we don't tell you who to vote for and everything like that.
Right.
We have a lot of judges that come to our meetings.
Mhm.
People don't realize that there are judges in our meeting because they don't want to be recognized. So they
Mhm.
sit there and listen.
Right.
And what I love about these judges, because they're educating themselves on what's really going on, what is going on in the community. So when they go back to their bench, it'll help strengthen them and
Sure.
give them. So I'm all about education. I'm educating everyone on every step of the way. And if you want to learn and if you want to get out there, this is the place to be.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I have attended a number of meetings, and you're absolutely right. The speakers has been dynamic, and it is a space to put on your calendar
Hmm.
once a month and participate in the meetings, because you just never know who you're going to meet, get the information that you may have been looking for, and being able to get those phone numbers of the people that are there. It's nothing like having resources.
Hmm.
Resources and relationships will, is key in our communities. When we have, I have to make sure that my mother, my 80-year-old mother, has information. So me getting that information and sharing it with her, and she shares it to the other seniors in her neighborhood, in her little community circle. And that information comes right there from the NAACP, which is very, very well attended every month. And you make sure that information is out. I do get it on the website because I frequent it quite often. So thank you so much for having those meetings and having so many dynamic speakers. I know Tico has been
Yeah.
there. Just every
We just had
aspect.
Spectrum. Spectrum came.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's amazing, just
Hmm.
amazing. I really want to jump into this because I'm so proud of you. The national convention is coming up this month,
Yes.
and let me tell you, I don't know anyone that gets as many awards as you do
Hmm.
at the NAACP National Convention. I mean, you almost need a wheelbarrow to load them up, bring them back home
Yeah.
on the plane. Send them back separately because you just get the work done. And I just want to let you know that that does not go unnoticed. And I'm
Hmm.
absolutely proud of you and the team that you have built around you. The youth act so with Lynette Tracy Judge, making sure that everything is tight and right with the children.
Hmm.
So, I mean, just all of the things. So, give us a little bit about national. Uh, what exactly happens at national, and I think the children also go as well, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, um, IXO is our competition arm of the NAACP. And so, IXO is an acronym and it stands for Afro Cultural Technology Scientific Olympics. And so, and it has 33 categories in it. And so, youth from the ninth grade to the 12th grade are able to choose their talent in one of those 33 categories and they can compete in them. And so we have them compete in these categories. Locally, we'll have a competition and then we take them to national. Whoever wins gold. Locally, we take them to the national and then they compete on a national basis, on the national against all the other branches in America. So it's an amazing thing to see. Their competition will start Wednesday. They're flying out of here Tuesday, so their competition will start Wednesday, and we have 17 students that are competing. Some of them have multiple categories because they can compete in up to three categories. We have hospitality back this year, which is great, which we have five young ladies that are competing in hospitality. We also have culinary, a culinary student. So that is something that um, we've been fighting to get hospitality and culinary here in Hillsborough County. Um, and these kids, when they win scholarships, they win money, they win laptops, tablets, iPads, they win everything. And so, and one thing that I told when I left the national one year and I came back and I had a meeting with the school district and I said, wait a minute, Hillsborough County is the seventh largest district in America. So you can't tell me we don't have talent here. and I will not accept that. So they said yes. So we all went um, on a search for recruitment and to get these kids ready, looking for kids. We were going around from one school to the other school, recruiting, speaking with principals. Lynette Judge is our chair, and she has two co-chairs, which is Otis Kitchen and Kiwana Williams. So they are stellar, and it's a lot of moving pieces for these kids. And so we knew that Chicago has always done good.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit has come, and New Orleans has really taken home a lot from us.
Mm-hmm.
So we know when we left Charlotte,
All
when they
right
said
now.
that convention is
Mm-hmm.
going to be in Chicago, we knew we
Mm-hmm.
had to bring it. Because
That's
if
right.
you're already good,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you in your hometown, Candy,
That's right.
we
That's
we
right.
say they finna be great.
There you
So
go.
when I tell you our kids this year have had coaching sessions after coaching sessions after
Mm-hmm.
coaching sessions. So um, I myself volunteered and I got four. I got four kids. I've been coaching all the way. And when I say I was pulling in people from the community, they were jumping in, giving ideas, giving everything. And so these kids are ready. They were soaking everything up like little sponges. And so
Mm-hmm.
they are ready for this here, and we're excited. They have their last um, speaking performance today, speaking training. So we brought in a speaking coach for them. The Shriners jumped
Wow.
in and say, "Hey, let us help." Tag us in. So when I say it's a community effort with these kids, it's a community that have wrapped their arms around these kids and say, "We want to help. We want to help." And so I'm so excited about that. And so that's IXO. Then we got the adults.
All right.
So let's just say at 8 o'clock, we
Mm-hmm.
are in session all day. You go from one to the other. That's where you get your training, you get your
Mm-hmm.
workshops, you get all of this information. Then you come together at the end, you meet some dynamic speakers, you hear the power, the push, the call to action every day. You leave there every day saying, I'm ready to go fight. I'm ready to go implement this back into our community. It is not something that you just go and play golf or just go and hang out. Oh no. So they know when you're not there in the
Okay.
building. So it's a lot of us, and it's amazing. And so you get, like I said, you get all the training, all the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
They got a whole day of just legal, just legal. So we have this beautiful young lady that has joined our team, Shantae Jones, and she's going to do legal all day. So she will have that knowledge for legal. She's also our wind chair, so she is ready to soak up all of this knowledge, and so I'm excited for all of this. And then we got a whole day of medical. So then you got environmental, then you got advocacy, you got all of that. So it's a lot of us that are going,
Mm-hmm.
but everybody will be spread out and
Okay.
it's different training sessions.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after those training sessions, do they come back to Tampa and share that information? How does that work?
Oh yeah. So at the August meeting, we will bring all of that information back, and we will present all of that information to our general
Okay.
memberships at the August meeting. And so they will know what's going on and what the charge and what we need to do, and what direction we need to go in. So
Wow.
it's just amazing. It's an experience everyone need to
Mm-hmm.
go and be a part of. Um, it, the NAACP National Convention, and to see so many different branches and so many like-minded people ready to go, what to do,
Mhm.
you know, just that chat, we are the NAACP, you know, and that's what they say, NAACP, not no NAACP. Let's get it right, NAACP. Yeah,
Mhm. All right now.
every letter has a meaning.
Yes, yes. And you know what? Because there's so much going on in the country now, country, cities, states,
Hmm.
um, are they going to be talking about possibly the redistricting? Will they be talking about, get out the vote? Uh, what is the next step? How are we congregating our people? Will there be any conversations on what's the next step to get people to the polls in November?
Almost definitely. So I'm almost positive redistricting will definitely come up in a number of times. So
Hmm.
registering people to vote, they're going to drill that into our heads.
Okay.
Registering people to vote, registering people to vote. You should be registering. And then after you register them, don't walk away and forget them. You should be getting them to the polls to the
Mm.
vote. Okay, let's start GLTV. What are y'all doing for education? You know, educating them on what is going on, what that ballot looks like, all of this. The other thing is, what was it? They were talking about um, uh, phone banking.
Hmm.
So there will be a lot of phone banking going on as well. How to create the phone banking, where the phone banking is going to come from, where the data comes from. So all of that, they will be teaching you and training you. There is no excuse for a branch to say, I don't know. There is no excuse for you to sit back and do absolutely nothing in this time. Like I said, we're on fire. The fierce sense of urgency of is now.
Right, right. I want to reflect back to one of the things that you have been able to do very well is partner with other people
Mhm.
in the community and bring about souls to the polls, which is huge in the
Mhm.
city of Tampa. Souls to the poll, making sure that you're getting out people on that Sunday, and also the candidates forum that you organize with
Mhm.
the other partners in the community, which is amazing. All of those arms that it takes to make that happen. If you
Mhm.
could speak a little bit about the forum that I know you will be having coming up, and why is that so important for people to come out on that evening and listen to those candidates before making a choice?
So the community forum, is to educate the people on these candidates. So the people will be able to see and have a purpose, and they can interact with the candidates. And so the when they come out, it will start. The doors will open up at 5 o'clock. We'll start at 5:30. They will have an opportunity to meet and greet the candidates, talk to them up close personally, have a conversation with them before they hit that stage. It is so important that the community comes out and hear what these candidates say. I always say this: if you walked up to a candidate here and that candidate didn't have time or didn't want to speak to you, then that's not the candidate that you want to vote for. So I let the candidates know that you are here for the people. The people is not here for you. You are here for the people. We do not allow representatives for the candidates to get up on the stage and speak. It has to be the person's name that's on the ballot, no matter what. And so, and that's one of the things that I take pride in educating the community. And so we have a lot of partners. And so our partners are the ones that we have the MOU with our national,
Mhm.
and that we're doing so many things with. So, and let me tell you, so yes, we have a MOU with the Divine Nine, the sororities and the fraternities, but our list of partners on a national level, are the MOU. It's like it's well over 30 organizations. So we are increasing and gaining more and more and more and getting more people involved. And so uh, some of them, you know, um, every organization is different, and so you respect that. So, but what we are doing, like I say, we're working with everyone. I believe in partnerships. I believe in working together. I love to tell the story about the Big Six. The Big Six was the civil rights organizations back then, you know, that all of them came together, which was SNCC. Um,
Mhm.
let's see, who was the other one? The what is it? The Urban League, the NAACP, CORE, all of those organizations and came together back then for the March on Washington to fight
Mhm.
this. This fight is not the NAACP alone. This is our fight because we're all feeling it and we're all in it together. So
Mhm.
that's where I love partnerships and relationships. And that's how we're going to be able to resolve a lot of these issues and have the uncomfortable conversations. But when you walk out of that room, my pastor that I grew up with is Reverend Willis, and if anybody from Tampa know him, Reverend Willis would say at the end of every church service, all hearts and mind are clear, and that's it. So when I tell people, don't take it personal, with my passion to advocate for the community, because the minute you take it personal, it pulls us away from
Mhm.
our advocacy.
Right.
I said, we have got to learn to play together. And when kids play in the sandbox together, they play. Sometimes sand gets in somebody's eye. But then guess what? That one to blow the sand out the other person's eye. And we keep right on going. So don't take it personal. So, yes, we do have a lot of partners that we partner up and we work with and that we do things together with. So you will see that at the forum, July the 30th. Like I say, doors open at at 5 o'clock, and the forum will start promptly at 5:30. And so, and our partners will help us with that form. And for those who are coming straight from work, y'all know this. So we will have some great food to feed all of
Definitely.
y'all. So you don't
Mhm.
have to stop and get you something to eat. We will have some great food, and then there won't be no finger food. This is real food. We got some
Real
food
food.
with some plates, everything. And so no finger food here.
Mhm.
No charcuterie board. I ain't got nothing against with all of them, but we're
Right.
gonna give y'all some food, okay? So we have that, and so that's what our forms are about. And then the biggest one here, I love this about our form. Candy, we're bringing it back because everybody is always in demand, and that is that straw poll. Yes,
Yes.
that straw poll is coming
Awesome.
back again. And so everybody is always asking for that straw poll. And people, candidates use it as bragging rights that, hey, they won the straw poll. So I encourage everyone definitely to come out and participate. in that straw poll. Because you know what that straw poll is? Even though it's bragging rights for the candidates, but guess what? It's an education component for the community because it shows them what that ballot is really going to look like and what they really need to know and how they really need to educate themselves even more or less when it comes to that ballot. And then take that information back to your prospective churches, organizations, families, friends, your neighbors, everyone.
Right, right. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We have quite a bit of people on our social media platforms that has tuned in to listen to the show, Tea and Conversation. We have a couple comments on the floor. Madam President Yvette
Mhm.
is um, trying to get more young people out to the polls to vote. And also, someone says, thanks for saying that we need to work together and come together.
Mhm. Well, thank you. Yeah, with young people. So when you're earning a living and you're living,
Hmm.
it's hard to think about that you're on fire, and we all been there. We
Right.
don't. So I'm not condemning them, but we have to convince them to look towards the future. What does that look like if you lose your job? What does that look like um, if you lose your home? How does that look? So I always say I want people to come to the NAACP
Hmm.
before the crisis has hit.
Right.
So this very same young people, I struggle, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I struggle with trying to educate them or even convince them that they're in a
Hmm.
fire until they're in that fire, if
Hmm.
that makes sense to everyone. So, so I'm always looking for more creative, innovative ideas how to reach that person personally, because when they walk through the door, 9 out of the 10 young people are already on fire. I
Right.
want them to come to us before and get involved, but they are in, not all of them are caught up in the fact of working, going home, taking care of family, working, going home, taking care of family, and then on the weekend just enjoying themselves. So until they can't get that promotion on their job,
Hmm.
until um, someone in their gated community call them a word um, that degrades them, and then they Google the NAACP, and then they come through the door and wanting to know what can we do, and then we have to give them reality. This has been going on the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with young people, one thing with I have to say, if your vote didn't count, if your vote doesn't matter, then why are they trying so hard to take it away? Why is it always a conversation
Hmm.
about voting?
Hmm.
It is so important that we put it in the people's head. And it ain't just young people. It's you got some older people out there too that your vote is your voice. Your vote makes a difference. You
Right.
see, your vote determines who that state attorney is. Your vote determines who your representative is, your House rep, your Senate, all of that. And if we vote the right way, then we can get the right people in.
Right.
We get the right people in, then they can vote your interests.
Right.
And when they vote your interests, and when you walk through the door and you're in distress, guess what? It makes my fight a whole lot easier because that person, I know that the people put in and they're going to stand by their word. And I can call that person or reach out to that person and say, hey, I need your assistance with this. But right now, we got people sitting in office because people choose, some people, some, not to go vote because they said my vote didn't matter. And now we're drowning.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. Absolutely. We do have someone that left a comment, which I think is really nice to say that thank you for all that you do for our community.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, Madam President, where is because there's a question, where will the forum be, the political forum that is going to be on July 30th?
It will be held at Middleton Senior High School. And thank you, Middleton, for letting us continue to have those
Mhm,
educational forums there to educate the community on.
mhm. And
And Candy, mhm, go
did you
ahead.
start doing them at Middleton, or was it going on at Middleton prior to that? Because I know I've gone to it at other locations, but were you the one that started doing them at Middleton?
Yes, we started at Middleton because every location that we had, and I really, my partners that started out with us with this vision was Valenthia Berry, that
Hmm.
was with the Coalition of 100 Black Women, which she still is, and then Jeffrey Rose. He was with
Hmm.
Toba at the time. And so our vision was, and we started this, every place that we went to, we were packing the house out and packing the house out. So we needed a facility that was big enough to hold the community. And
Hmm.
so we ended up looking at Middleton. And so, we have our forums and we hold the largest forums in Hillsborough County.
Right.
And so when we put the notice out to the forums and the candidates come and they automatically sign up quickly. And I want you to know, again, all of our organizations are nonpartisan. So you get to hear everybody's side. Republicans, NPAs, Greenpeace, whoever. So they're all invited. We invite everyone, and I make sure that we have documentation that
Right.
states that we invite everyone,
Hmm.
because I love to be on the side of honesty. The questions, I don't know the questions. People will say, well, what's the question? I have no idea because the questions come from the organizations themselves, our
Hmm.
partners. We give them direct instructions, and the instructions are that they are not to target any specific
Hmm.
candidate.
Hmm.
If someone, if a candidate is a part of that organization, they can't ask any questions. That organization cannot ask that any questions. If someone has came out and supported that candidate,
Hmm.
they again cannot be there. So they know that there's instructions. So when a candidate comes to our forums,
Hmm.
they know they're going to be treated equally and they're going to be treated fair.
Hmm. Hmm. And for those that do not know what a straw poll is,
Yes.
explain to them what a straw poll will be and when they can do the voting at the straw poll.
So a straw poll is a mock polling, and it educates the people on what that ballot is going to look like. And so it'll start at 5:30. You can start voting then, or you can do it throughout the whole time, and we'll keep it up until like 7 o'clock. Sometimes it goes to 7:30, and then what we do is give we'll give the end results at the end of the form. So it's something definitely to educate the people, because what we need to let people know that the ballot's going to look like this. Because we often hear, oh, it's going to be too long, the ballot too long. oh, I don't have time to do this. No, I need you to go in there. It's not going to take you that long. And it's getting them trained that, all right, I know what to look for, I know how to do this, and it helps speeds up the process, like I say, and it helps educate them. And so, and what they do is take that knowledge and pass it on to their neighbor who wasn't there, or who needs to go vote, or someone in their family that needs to go vote.
And let me on that evening, I know that you are the one that give out the results, and I know that a lot of people stick around because they want to know if possibly their candidate won.
Mhm.
So tell us a little bit about that excitement, because listen, I've been there and I've stayed around because I was hoping that my candidate won. And it is, I'm telling you, it is so exciting.
Yeah.
And then I think, how many people come? Is it like 300, 400 people? Because it's packed, whether
It's
they're in the auditorium or whether they standing outside, or they, it's, yeah, it is definitely the place to be.
Yeah, we'll have close to about 800 people in there. And they'll be going back and forth between the auditorium and the cafeteria, because they're allowed to eat, go back and forth and eat, as long
Mhm.
as the food is still there. And then they can hear their candidates get up there, cheer them on. They can go vote. Our MCs this year, we have, oh God, how do I say? Ita, I forgot how to pronounce her name, but she's with the Coalition of 100 Black Women. And then
Okay.
we have Clinton Paris, and so he's
Okay.
he, he's just our standing MC. And so Clinton knows how to move it along, where to go, what to do.
Hmm.
So Clinton will be there to move it. I think it's Anetta. That's how I say it, Anetta. I had to relax and say, yeah.
Okay.
So, so, um, but to give those results, and I'm standing there and I'm looking at the results, and I see all of these faces out there in this audience. I say, oh God, some people are not going to be happy. Some people are going to be happy, but we have no control over it. The supervisor of election, they
Right.
run the mock uh, election, the straw poll. They run it. The
Hmm.
supervisor of election comes in, and I have no idea
Right.
until they close it out, and then they run the tally, and then they send me the information. And when they give me the paper, and I'm up there, and I said, "Oh God, that's the first time I see it." And that's the first time I know. And you see people's faces, and I was like, oh God. So some people I'm the bearer of good news, and some people I'm the bearer of bad news. And so, but the thing is, it's a fun piece for the
Hmm.
community. You know, the candidates will take it and put it on their social media. Oh,
Right.
we won the NAACP straw poll. Yeah, it's
Right.
a straw poll. Now, keep that in
Right.
mind. It's a straw poll. Yeah. It's not an
Right.
endorsement, but it's a straw poll. Yeah.
Right. And it's always exciting because they do. They take that and they share it that evening. They share it the next day, and the anticipation of it is just always amazing.
Yeah.
We have a comment on the floor as well. Someone says, "I love that you share this because it is information to see which candidates are there," which is absolutely correct. And I have to say too, in the city of Tampa, Hillsborough County, the community pretty much stay engaged during
Yes.
political season. I have just never seen anything like it. How they stay so engaged. Um, they really try their best to hold candidates accountable. They ask the hard questions, and it's just nothing like Hillsborough County in my mind. Also, we have someone saying hello to you as well. There's a lot of people that you have a lot of respect in our community for doing all of the heavy lifting. You and your team
Mhm.
making sure that The information is out, making sure that we're registered to vote. I want to cover one more thing,
Mhm.
Madam President, of all of the events that go on site throughout the year. That's why I say you just never stop moving. You just never stop getting the word out. There's a health forum that goes on. There's a number of other events that are going on. The Freedom Fund dinner that is going to be on October 3rd. So
Mhm.
if you can give us a little bit about all of the events that go on throughout the year.
So here at this office, we are always busy. We're all there is so much, and so we have many different organizations that meet here at this office, and so I'm excited that and very honored that they come over and have their meetings here. You know, you have the Kappas that meet here, but they also bring their youth, the Kappa League, and so to see 140 something young men on on a Sunday that coming here to educate, to learn, in a space that's free of judgment. And so it's so amazing to see that and to see it going on. You have the AKA's Precious Pearls, and I think they have about 50 something young ladies. Then you have also the AKA's EYL, which is Emerging Young Leaders. They have tremendous, the young ladies that are here. During the summer, we have the STEM with the AKAs. They meet here as well. So, what is it? The Sigmas. They have their youth, their boys to meet here. Zetas. So there is always something going on this campus, in this office, every given weekend. Yes, I am here 99% of the times. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, probably I'm a little tired, but guess what? It's a good tired. It's a good feeling because I am keeping these kids busy. I am keeping them
Mhm,
off the street, giving them a place to go where they can learn and feel
mhm,
free, and to grow to what they need. So, and there's many other entities that come here and meet and do some health initiatives. Like I said, we have the health expo every 2 years over here. Um,
mhm,
what is it, at the end of last year, well, this year, last month, we're doing the student credit recovery. Students who did not graduate because they were missing a couple of credits or needed to take the test, and so
mhm,
we're doing that as well, with Ross Anderson, the school district. So there is
mhm,
always something going on here. We're always looking for great volunteers. We're
mhm,
always looking for people to just jump in and step in and see what they can do. It's always something to do here at this branch here. We're a large branch. Our membership is growing and continue to grow and continue to grow. And I
mhm.
tell people, we're the cheapest organization you can join.
Right.
We're the cheapest organization you can join and get busy with it. There's so much to do. And the cost of that, my dear sister, is only $30 a year. That's it. $30 a year. I mean, I hear some of these other prices, but I'm like, hey, one thing the NAACP has done is we keep it within the cost for the community and for the people. This is not my branch. This belongs to the community. This belongs to the people. And I ain't never said I was perfect, but I'm doing my best with what I got and how to get it done.
Right.
And I am always open for suggestions, but I am always open for two hands, 2 feet, and a mouth.
Right.
So is just that's what I do, and I love it.
Yeah, we know you do. We know you do, and you have
Yeah.
done a great job. And you are always at the office. And if someone wants to come by to visit or come by if they have an issue, come by just to see what's going on, come by possibly because they want to start volunteering. How do they do that?
Definitely just come to the office. Our address is 5101 North 40th Street. As soon as you drive up into the complex, you'll see the
Hmm.
signs that say NAACP straight ahead. You'll see that. Just come, sit down, have a conversation. You can call the office, um, uh, call the office, and we can set up an appointment, and we can find out what your skill set is. And so,
Okay.
not everybody wants to answer our phones. Answering these phones takes a great deal of skill. So, some people may want to just, hey, can I just talk to them face to face? Can I just do this? So there's always something to do. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, it it takes a special person to answer our calls. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, just come, reach out to me. You can shoot us an email.
Hmm.
You can go to our website. Our website is amazing. You know, from where we've come from, it's
Hmm.
very interactive on it. You can leave us messages. You can send us notes. All of this here, we get them immediately. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know, we are all in this together. We have got to realize that. Um, I can't do this by myself. I can't.
Right.
So.
Hmm. All right. You gave us an amazing um, lineup, amazing information. I think you are amazing, and I'm always so grateful for your support of me, Tea and Conversation, and what I have done in the community as well. Give us one more. We got the Freedom Dinner coming up. If you can give our listening audience the information of the Freedom Fund Dinner, and if they would like to purchase a ticket, how to do that as well, sis.
So they can go to our website. Our Freedom Fund dinner is October the 3rd. And I really want to say this here. This is something so important to me because this year it's October the 3rd. And
Hmm.
October the 3rd, that is my mother's birthday. So, and if all of y'all know me, I always talk about my mama isms on how I was raised by Ella Mae Lewis. So,
Hmm.
so that date is going to be really special to me, and but it's October the 3rd, and it starts at 6 o'clock, the reception part, and the doors will open. The dinner will start at exactly 7 o'clock, and it's going to be held at the JW Marriott
Hmm.
in downtown on Water Street. Our
Yeah.
speaker this year is Reverend Siobhan Arline Bradley. She is the national president and CEO of the National Council for Negro Women. And you need to be there. It's something that you don't want to miss, um, because she is a dynamic speaker. The other thing is this here, and my sister, I did not realize this until I looked at the pictures. I gotta say this: Tampa looks good, all dressed up. This is formal. I have never seen so many beautiful, beautiful gowns with beautiful sequins on. And the men was so dapper. The someone bow tie. I seen a couple, they were dressed alike. I was like, all right now. And so maybe I ought to felt like I should find me a man to dress like one too, or something like that. Maybe I don't know.
All
So
right, now don't start nothing. Don't start nothing.
but it was just amazing. And I was like, when did this dinner turn to this? Because usually everybody was busy, but these people, so I'm going to just say this: Tampa, go get your dresses, go
Yes.
get your outfits now. Don't wait till the last minute to go look for a dress. Don't wait
Hmm.
till the last minute to go get your suits, men. Don't do it because the who's who, that's one, gonna be there.
Right.
And it's not just, and I'm gonna have to say this, not just a black event. This is everybody's event. The who's who will be there. And I encourage you to go get your outfit and be ready. Get there on time. Again, I don't know if it's gonna be a hockey game. I don't know, but we're gonna do our best. But y'all better get there because we start on time. And it's gonna be something that you don't want to miss. And I don't want to forget this piece because the message is good, but
Mm-hmm.
we are going to be honoring some unsung heroes
Yeah.
in this community that nobody even thinks about.
Yeah.
One thing I take pride in is honoring those, giving them their flowers while they live,
Mm-hmm.
and saying thank you for their service. And so that's what I want to do. That's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to see the same people coming through other stuff. You're going to see some people, because I like to go into the neighborhood and say, who did this back then? Who is still doing this now? And recognizing those people. Um, I'm not, we're not one of those organizations that give out an award just to get tickets sold at a table. I'm not worried about that.
Right.
I just want to say thank you to those who have done what they were called here to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want to do is say thank you. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for. So um, you will see coming soon who our unsung heroes are. Some of them have received their letters already. I'm waiting on two of them to get back with me, and then we'll put that in the paper and let and the community come on out and celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So
I
thank
love
you.
it. Mm-hmm. And let me say, because I remember our dear friend Dr. Carl Warren, when you said honoring people that the ones that go unnoticed sometimes. He was a stickler for that. He wanted to make sure that the ones that did not get recognized was
Mhm.
recognized. So I want to say that, and I want to believe, Madam President, that Dr. Carl Warren was the one that put us together in
Yes.
conversation and getting together with him. And he was such a jewel in our community and such a honorable person and fierce and very unapologetic.
Yeah.
And he is greatly, greatly missed in our community. So I want to mention that.
He is definitely missed, and he was very, very played a strong role on our executive committee because I don't know if some people know, but we receive a lot of mail from the jail, from
Mm-hmm.
people who are locked up
Mm-hmm.
in jail. And I always say, when you're in jail, you have nothing but time. So they're not just one page letters. Some of them 5 and 6, 10 pages letters that come from the jail. And Dr. Carl Warren would come in and just sit here and read those letters and respond to them. Read those letters and say, we need to go in this direction. We need to do this. We need to help this person. We need to get this person some information. He sat there and just read those letters.
Right.
Every week he would come in like clockwork, him and his dear wife, and just do that. So his presence is truly, truly missed.
Right. Right. Well, on that note of talking about our dear friend, thank you everyone for tuning in. Tea and Conversation Live this afternoon, this morning, this evening, whenever you log in and do the repeat as well. I'm always grateful for that. Again, we had on with us our president of our local NAACP, Madam Yvette Lewis. The Freedom Fund dinner is coming October 3rd. You want to make sure that you get those tickets. You can, the phone number is 813-234-8683. Those tickets are $145. So they are reasonable that you can get that ticket and get one of those dresses she was talking about. So you want to make sure, yeah, you want to get that dress. You may not, if you're single, you may not get a partner with you with a suit on, but you can definitely get that dress for 145. I mean that ticket for 145 and have a little extra to get that dress. With
Mhm.
that being said, thank you so much, Madam President, for joining me this morning. I'm always grateful for you and all of the things that you do in our community.
Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity and speaking to the community. Just let you know that I am here for you. I am here for everyone. And this is something that I enjoy and I love doing. So, but I can only do this um, and stand as tall as I do is when my foundation, such as this community, continues to be the root that holds me up. So thank y'all so much for believing in me.
Yes, and we absolutely do. We absolutely do, and we support you in our city. Thank you so much, love. Love you so much, and thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And tune in for our next TN conversation. And I will see everyone soon. Good evening. Goodbye. See you soon.